good morning and good afternoon to you, and good night to me. Already it's 6:30 p.m. here. As you can tell, I've got an English accent, so I will apologize for that and try not to speak too fast so that you can all follow me. This is about the GCP renovation. Should have been coming to conclusion this November with the release of Annex 1. ICH got a bit delayed there, so I delayed sending the slides in as late as possible in the hope that I could update you all on the new changes, but unfortunately they've not released it, and it will come out now in May 25 as final. Anyway, about me, I'm even older than this version of WebEx. Many years in the experience in the industry. I've worked in the National Health Service in the UK, some 32 years with Boehringer Ingelheim, last 5 of which I was also seconded to Transcelerate, the industry body, and worked on multiple work streams with that. For the last 8 years, I've had my own consultancy, which I'll cover in the next slide. So I've worked from all companies, from top 20, well, top 10 in fact, right down to small biotechs with only 4 or 5 people in. I've worked with most of the vendors in this area, as well as multiple universities and institutions. So I've covered a broad spectrum. Most of my customers have tended to be in the US, so I'm happy to take any questions on the FDA, as well as on the PMDA and European authorities, EMA, and the UK, the MHRA. So it was odd that almost as soon as ICH E6R2 was released, then an ICH GCP renovation was announced in January 2017, only 2 months later. And it was clear by the language that was being used, critical to quality, that their aim was to go towards quality by design. And that we've seen both in ICH E8 and also the draft version of ICH E6. So our learning objectives today are to understand why the regulatory bodies are bringing in these changes. Understand those changes within E8 and R1, and also the changes in GCP E6R3. And I want to introduce the concept of quality by design and its application in clinical development. I bring to you some of the standard industry terminology for quality by design, which hasn't always been used in all the ICH guidances. And I want you to understand the role of risk management and measured quality in quality by design. Both are essential components. You can't really do quality by design without measuring quality and without doing risk management. Now, these are guidelines. They're not regulations, although within some authorities, some countries, they do make the principles as regulations, such as in parts of Europe, including the UK. But a guideline is a minimum standard. It's not that you can ignore it and say, well, that's just a guideline, we don't have to do it. You should view a guideline as the minimum, and you can do something better, but you can't not do anything in that area.